Here it goes. Let's see what we got.
Hello?
Hello?
You called me.
Are you still there?
You called me.
Hi. Stop stealing my Wi-Fi.
What's that?
You've been using my Wi-Fi. I looked up your IP address and found your phone number.
Really?
And why did your search history appear when I signed in? Explain that.
That's very interesting. I've been using your Wi-Fi. That's pretty comical, actually.
How'd you even get my password? You a hacker?
Well, yeah, because I got on the Google Nets and I found out your
No
password.
excuses. Just listen up. I'm not arguing with you. Just stop or I'm going to get the police involved.
Okay. You can just send them right to my house. You got my phone number. Send them right over.
Hard-earned money. Get a job.
Get a job. I actually have a job. I own a company.
You're a bandwidth thief. You're the reason the economy is failing.
That's awesome.
You,
I'm the reason the economy is failing. You might want to blame your president for the reason the economy is failing.
Yes.
You might want to do that.
Yes, he brought up Trump.
Oh, that's my favorite. I'm so happy.
Did he hang up?
It's done. Scalzi, I love you.
That was good. Dude. That was good.
So, are you just going to ask me questions and I can answer it and then we'll go from there? And you can edit out anything that makes me look stupid? Or if I say something really messed up that needs to be gone?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's talk about how much we hate Scott, guys.
Just in my sickle.
I want
How you
to
doing, people?
wake up, feel fine, grab my baggies off the clothesline. I want to wake up, restore, thinking back on the night before. I said yeah, then I did it. Having not a
Feels like
second
a rape
thought.
dungeon in here.
I know exactly what he tastes like.
I said yeah, then I did it. La 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 la.
Just in my Chloe.
No. You cannot buy the beer. Close your eyes. No. I always blame the beer.
Okay, here's the show.
Can people say that?
what you're talking about.
Of course you don't.
Like the let's get ready to
Yeah.
go. Let's get ready to do this. Copyright it.
That's
pretty much what he did.
kinda.
Let's get ready to rumble, guy.
Let's
You could sue me for saying it, right?
Let's get ready for episode
He
number.
owns that
Let's get
word.
ready for episode number 58 of the Adjust the
58.
Mic.
Yay.
To my right, the hostess with the mostest, with a beautiful blue collared shirt, Scott.
Yeah, busy day.
Blue looks good
Hello,
on you.
governor.
No.
Hello, governor.
Oh.
Man, I lost this edge this week.
To my,
It's not as.
it's been a long week for all of us, I think.
I think so. Too.
To my immediate left is the craft beer queen, Colleen.
Hello.
Hey, Colleen.
Hello.
How you doing? And down yonder is absolutely nobody, because Chris is getting ready for Mars 2020 tomorrow, man.
I think he's in makeup right now. Probably in makeup.
I don't know if the
He's getting his beauty rest.
program director's getting makeup, but he might be.
He's got to get a little powder. You
just
never know
for
when he's
fun,
on screen.
doing the eyelashes,
You never know
and
he has to be a part of something.
getting the brows trimmed
You never
up.
know.
Okay.
Charley, you were giving him so much crap about not taking off work to come here. You're like, you got nothing really going
Yeah,
on.
it's just something that's been planned for 10 years.
I guess he just doesn't care about the show.
Yeah. Episode 58, we're going to go with Wilbur Marshall, who was born in Titusville, Florida, April 18th, 1962.
Shout out to his brother Candy.
He's played for the Bears, Redskins, Oilers, Cardinals, and Jets. He's a 3-time Pro Bowler, 3-time All-Pro, 2-time Super Bowl champion from Titusville.
That's amazing.
I know his mother.
Yeah.
I lived in an apartment. She was across the street. Nicest lady in the world.
Everybody knows Wilbur Marshall.
Everybody
A
around
family
here.
man, like his brother taught at Jackson.
Yeah. His brother Candy was in our neighborhood where I used to live.
Yeah, he was
fantastic.
He was amazing. Two-time consensus All-American in college too.
Yeah.
Florida Georgia Hall of Fame.
That's so cool, man. That he was from this area.
And he's
It
here
really
now.
is.
Yeah.
I think it's awesome.
We have him, Chris Collinsworth, and Tosh.
Collinsworth too, man.
Whoa, 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 whoa,
That's still
whoa,
kinda
whoa,
cool.
whoa, whoa. Hacksaw Jim Duggan lived here
We
too.
have Hacksaw.
So slow it down.
Hey, and we have
all right,
a
with the
Hardcore
rest-
Hughes.
Oh, sorry.
Hardcore Hughes, man.
Oh, yeah, Hugh Morris.
Hugh Morris, man. I used to do all the shirts.
Another wonderful player with the number 58, Carl Banks, NYG, baby. Just going to throw that out there.
Do I got crickets
Go
over
Nope,
there?
Giants.
nobody caught it.
God bless it. I hate you.
So,
Jesus.
That's all I got.
so Mars 2020 is tomorrow. It's a Mars Rover mission by NASA's Mars Exploration Program. And it's got the Perseverance rover and the Ingenuity helicopter drone.
Yep.
And we know all about it, and Chris doesn't. So he's
Yeah.
not here. So we could talk about this for hours.
We could get into it.
This is really
But I'd
exciting.
feel bad that Chris is
We have
isn't
to wait
here
for him.
because it's kind of his.
It's going to be
Well, we're too smart, and we don't want to.
it's going to be awesome tomorrow because once it's done, it's just like February of next year is when it's supposed to touch down.
Okay.
So we'll
So
all
cool.
forget about it. We will. Even though we live in it, we're going to forget about it.
We do.
He won't because
We forgot about the Tesla
because he's
car
a
pretty quickly.
he's a NASA nerd.
Well, at
He'll
least
remember. But
there's a lot of space stuff going on, so it's
Yeah.
it's easy to forget about these things. Like we still have astronauts in space that are about to be coming down. When next week, right?
I think so. And who
And
knows
he
what
told
happens
me-
the rest of the year?
He told me it was in the Pacific. He told us that, but it's in the
Yeah.
Atlantic.
Okay. Well, you argue with him that next time he's here.
So you're saying he's wrong?
Just look it up. But okay.
Do you want to do a couple birthday shout-outs?
Yeah, we need to do that.
We got some important ones.
The first one was it your son or is it Allie?
It's Allie's was
Wednesday the 22nd.
Yeah. So shout
we
out
took
to
all
Allie.
last week off. We were up in Georgia
Mm-hmm.
on the property. Had a great time.
Looks so awesome.
It was so cool. I'll post some pictures and stuff. But had a great time.
Yeah,
Allie
that's
got to
cool,
go up there
man.
with her best friend, and her and her best friend have never left and spent the night together somewhere. Like it's always just been hanging out
so
around town.
it was a big thing.
It was a big thing for them too, and they had a blast.
Well, that's
I had them scared of the hook man.
Oh,
We did in the middle of the night. We did lantern walks in the woods,
okay.
and to the dock, and then shut them all off. And it's so many stars.
Scarred
it's
them
insane
forever.
Yeah.
With the
when
hook
there's no
man.
lights around. How many stars you can actually
It's
see?
Yeah.
beautiful,
It's
man.
awesome.
Yeah, and Riley, it was his birthday was just Monday.
Happy birthday, Riley!
Yeah, 8 years old, man. We had a little thing for him on Sunday. He got everything he wanted. He got a little drone, and
Need a happy birthday.
one of them cheap
Button.
little 4-inch drones, you know.
Oh, okay.
That's
so
awesome.
So we take it outside. He's got all his presents. Got a tablet. Got a couple
Yeah.
got some outside stuff to play with, and he's like, "Daddy, can you teach me how to fly the drone?" I was like, "Just fly it, bro."
Yeah.
So he turns it
I don't
on.
know how.
It goes, and he hits both buttons, and it just gone. It's gone. And while it's going over my house, over the trees, he's yelling, crying. So
man.
Joe was there at the time. So Joe's like, "Hey, I'm gonna drive around the neighborhood. I'm gonna drive around the
Yeah.
street." So I cut through a yard, and then we looked for a little bit, and I actually found it on a couple streets over.
Did it still work?
Yeah,
Afterwards?
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Good.
Oh yeah, it was
We
fine.
have a helicopter
I
one
could
like that.
not believe it didn't land on a roof or
That's so cool.
Yeah, so we found it, but it was just so funny. Like what the first time you ever use it, just it's gone and there's nothing you could do.
I love it when kids get stuff like that outside, and like either throwing a football, you're going to get stuck in a tree eventually.
100%.
You got a frisbee, it's somewhere going to be stuck, and half of the fun is trying to get it out of the tree or off the roof,
yeah.
like Sandlot.
You should see my house.
Sandlot.
We gave up because Brent thought it'd be a fun idea to teach him that you can throw the ball. We have a part of our roof is slanted, but then we have a big flat spot.
Yeah.
So he's like threw the ball up and it would come down. And it was so funny.
Yeah.
Well, then Keegan figured out that there's a flat spot. And now, no joke, we have no less than 10 balls up there. But then he also figured out we have a wall behind our house where Knox McCrae is. And now he just throws crap over the wall while cars are coming.
man.
Gosh.
And poor Brent has to climb over this brick wall to get it. And it is not
Do you have
like an
video
easy
of Brent
task.
climbing this wall?
Oh, believe me, I want to, but I won't
Just
do that
so
to him.
please, Brent will be fine with it. Brent, you're okay with it.
One last shout out. I know somebody, a member of the group, John Diaz.
Yeah.
I've known him for long time. Worked with him for a long time. Great guy, man. So happy birthday, John. Shout out to
Happy
you.
birthday, man.
Love you, mean it. He's a beautiful little family, and he's a good dude.
Dude, heck yeah. And dude, and something else you brought up to me last week. Our podcast is growing. We're getting bigger. We have over 800 members now.
Ryan has ideas, right?
Ryan has ideas. I guess we're hearing about Ryan. We're hearing about your ideas. Right?
Yeah. No.
Are we not?
Nope. Dead air.
Yeah, pretty much. Like, give us your ideas. I told my brother, I was like, start leaving some voicemails. No one's fucking calling us.
No one likes us.
No one cares. I said, talk some shit to us. So my brother's probably going to be doing a little bit of that.
Yeah.
Phone number 321-567-5159. Call us. Leave a voicemail. I will not pick up the phone. Say whatever you want to say.
Angie Larson, you should do this.
Yeah, Angie.
Yes.
I love you, Angie. I wish she didn't live so far away.
I know.
Yeah, but shout out to all our members.
In town, some of the people that are very active with us, dude, we have to have them come in, sit and watch a show. You know what I mean? Be on the mic for a little while. We have to do that.
And let us know if it's your birthday, man. I know we're missing birthdays.
Well, I think we need to look on our Facebook. I think there's a way that we can
sure there is.
Be smart, but we're not.
Yeah, that's not.
We'll make Chris do that.
We'll make Chris do it.
Yeah, that's a Chris job.
When
you're not here, you just have to, give you jobs.
Yeah.
Well, in saying that, though, as our Facebook group is growing, something that we haven't done much, and when I was doing Adjust the Mic previously with Stan and Jared and everybody, we networked our podcast with a lot of other podcasts.
Yeah.
And we did it a lot. Like, we were on other people's podcasts and on their shows. They would come join our shows. And this time around, when we started doing this, we didn't know what we were doing then. So when we were going and marketing ourselves to other shows, we didn't know what we were doing. So we haven't really done that much here on this end. We've kind of just been getting our bearings about us and getting our way and getting our show. And we're doing a really good job with that. And I'm really happy with the product.
Sure,
we
man.
all are. Like, after we do every show, we're all like real pumped up about it. It's kind of awesome.
Yeah.
And we're getting the same feedback from our listeners. Please leave us reviews on anywhere you listen to our show. Please.
And share it.
It helps
Share
us.
the podcast. It helps us a lot.
Share it. Invite people into our group, please. It does help us very much so. We don't talk about this kind of shit enough on the show because we just are having so much fun talking about whatever we're talking about. We don't think about the business side of it or
Right.
the potential of a business side of this, because we do love doing this and want to keep doing it. And we want to start bringing more to the table as far as on our end. Shirts, hats, things like that, maybe in sell for helping us, pay for the show. Like, I even set up a corporation this week. Like an umbrella company, for the show, so we can start doing tax or stuff right.
Do we get a coronavirus tax break?
Probably. I'm trying to get us some stimulus money.
Look into that.
Little business loan.
Look into that. We'll donate 80% of it.
Adjust the Mic. It's $300,000 for a Corona business loan. That'll be an episode one day.
Hey, you talked about networking with other podcasts and stuff.
Exactly.
You introduced me to that Scotch and Good Conversation.
Fantastic show.
Man,
it's very well done. It's very well thought out.
He's good.
He knows how to talk to people.
God, he's a good
He knows how to listen to people.
He had Brian Baker on his podcast. Dude.
I listened
Do you
to
know
the
who
whole
Brian
episode.
Baker is?
Yeah, it's
No.
Bad Religion.
Minor Threat, Bad Religion.
He's in like
Dag
50
Nasty,
bands. He's in
Sam
like
Hain,
50 bands.
The Meat Men, Government Issue. Like, he's a living legend.
Like, he turned
in
away
music.
REM back in the day. Like, he just turned. Fuck you, REM. Not really. He,
yeah.
He really wanted to be in REM, but he was in Bad.
He picked Bad Religion over REM, which he made the right choice.
And he feels he did.
But just
it's a great conversation.
His interviews, man, and the things he says and things he talks about. We have a ways to go because he has really
100%.
He's great, man. He's great.
He's out in Orlando. I found out about him.
Peter Von Taborski? I don't know. I hope I'm not killing his last
killing
name.
It
man.
probably partially, but I would too.
Yeah.
So that's a knee.
It looks like a Taborski, but I could be wrong.
Yeah.
But shout out to Peter and Scotch and Good Conversation, man.
Him and his wife, they're fantastic people. I think I've hung out with them on the cruise some and at some of the Tom and Dan meetups. That's how I've met them.
Yeah.
Tom and Dan meetups. I know with Corona now can't do that. They're not having them. But when they start doing their meetups, we're going to be, as a group, going to these shows. They're a blast, man. Their fans are so awesome.
Okay.
That's what got me into podcasting in the first place. Mm-hmm. And they have both. They don't go on many people's podcasts, and they've been on Scotch and Good Conversation.
It's good to see. He had another guy from a punk rock band, and it's just fun to listen to guys that are older that were into that scene.
Oh, yeah.
And like how we're just old.
And you and
now,
Chris,
man.
Especially, have
Yeah,
that, have that
100%,
history.
man.
So it just makes for a good network.
I've seen Brian Baker. God, I've seen Bad Religion 7 or 8 times, man. And it was a really good interview. And it's really good to see somebody coming from Orlando doing that.
And he actually has them ask him 3 questions.
Yep.
You know, and critique him actually on some things. And I just love the way the banter
Check it out.
Goes in those.
You get a chance to, you'll enjoy it. He's really good conversationalist. He's
super nice guy. Like, we're in his group and everything.
Yeah.
He's a great guy.
But what are we getting into tonight? Do we want to jump right to?
Let me get one shout out too.
Oh,
is our boy Mattress Director Vito.
Oh, Mr. Mike
delivered me a mattress today.
Mr. Mike,
really?
Dude, he hooked me up.
Really?
Yeah. So I gotta give him a shout out.
Shout out, Mike.
Yeah, him and his daughter and wife showed up and
that's awesome.
Delivered me a mattress. Because I've been sleeping on that couch the last few nights.
Really?
I've been waiting because I need to get a mattress. And
okay, yeah, because yours went up to Allie's.
Yeah.
Okay, yep.
She
well, that's
upgraded.
cool.
I upgraded.
Charlie, when are you going to SeaWorld?
I am. Well, listen, we'll get into all this because there's the coronavirus. There's a hurricane coming.
Oh,
there's
hurricane.
ridiculousness, and it seems like everything's trying to ruin my son's birthday weekend. Like, we're planning to, me, Ava, and Riley, we're going to go over there. We're going to a hotel.
Hell yeah.
Supposed to be this weekend?
No, it's this weekend coming up.
Mm-hmm.
And we're bringing Lysol wipes. Like, I'm going to wipe everything in the hotel. Like, I'm going to be freaky about it because of where I work and what I do. That's just 100%. How I am. And, yeah, we're going to SeaWorld Friday night and then Saturday during the day.
It's going to be so fun.
And one of the big reasons why I'm doing it is because you were telling me about you and Brent's experience at Disney on how well it's done, and I hope SeaWorld takes the same precaution. I know you got to make reservations just to get in.
You
online.
do at SeaWorld too?
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
That's good.
So the percentage of the population at the parks is going to be down, so that's not too concerning for me. But Ava has a lot of anxiety over this, so have to balance that out too.
If it makes her feel any better, if they do anything like Disney, like, no joke, they've thought of everything. Like, when you first even get to the park, they park every other vehicle, and then they fill in those spaces after those people are already gone.
Oh, wow.
You get temperature checks. And if I could suggest something, do not go when the park first opens because there's so many people trying to get in there.
We're not.
Brent and I didn't get to Disney until like 11, and no joke, we walked right in. We got our temperature scanned. When we got in the monorail, it's one family per monorail car, but if you had the big long ones, they had dividers in between it. Then when you got off, there was hand sanitizer and hand washing stations literally everywhere.
Okay.
Every ride you got on at the beginning and the end, hand washing. We walked on every single ride, dude. Like, I don't want to cancel my pass.
Well, hopefully SeaWorld does the same thing. I'll know. We're going to go Friday at like 5 p.m. We're just going to stay for a couple hours just to test it.
But bring those wipes because that'll make her feel better.
Yeah. Oh, I'm going to bring all kinds of stuff. I got all kinds of fancy hand sanitizers and stuff.
And sanitizers, those motherfuckers are expensive as shit now that are getting back on the shelves. You
gotta have the hookup.
Supply and demand.
You gotta have the hookup, man.
Yeah, that's what it is.
You gotta get a sanitizer guy. You got a sanitizer guy?
$7-8. We do have one actually.
Well, make it happen.
You know one, don't you?
Huh? Linda makes sanitizer now.
I think we know the same one.
Maybe.
Hey, listen, we make some hand sanitizer now.
Do you really?
Hey,
yeah.
When did the hand sanitizer man? Like, he's a hand sanitizer salesman, right? For 15 years, let's just say.
Now he's doing the Travolta walk.
And like, dude, and he's like,
I've got it made.
Dude, he's like the dude from The Office that's down in the basement with the staplers. In compared to other, like, it's not like
from Office Space. Yeah,
it's not like this prestigious kind of thing you would think. After, like, I'm just in sales, right? You don't tell people I sell a hand sanitizer, but now you're the fucking man,
right?
I sell motherfucking hand sanitizer. What you need? I'm that guy. They should be out doing commercials.
Like the guy in the jacket with the pocket watches, but it's just different hand sanitizers.
It's just hand sanitizers, man. Yeah, dude.
Yeah, man. But we're excited, so we'll see. We're going to do the Orlando Eye, but I got a hard no from both kids on that for some reason, man. I don't know.
Hard no.
Yeah, I don't know, man. But
I do not want to ride that thing.
I really want to see it at night.
When kids give you a hard no, is it expensive to go on it?
I don't think it's that bad.
Anytime your kids say a hard no on something that costs money, I go, okay.
Yeah, well,
that's fine.
I know. I just haven't been on it yet, so I want to go on it. Maybe another time. So what else we got going on here, man? Do you guys want to talk like this tropical storm? It's a real thing.
Yep. And it's this weekend, right? I'm actually
It's July.
I'm on my way home to do the show, and I get a call from Derek. You know, everybody knows Derek.
Mm-hmm.
He calls me on the way home from work all the time, and it's like he's on his way home. He's got a good little drive, and that's when he takes his time to call everybody that he knows in the whole world and have those conversations so he can get home and not call people and do his
Okay.
thing. I'm one of them sometimes. Hey, this weekend you want to have like a pool party and we'll like cook out and we'll do all this kind of stuff. I'm like, dude, that actually kind of sounds like a good idea.
Mm-hmm.
Get out the phone, throw a text out to our crew, and then there's a tropical storm this weekend. Oh shit!
Yeah.
So I guess we might be doing a tropical storm party, kind of, just kind of hanging out.
That's
just
cool.
a few of us hanging.
Yeah. God, I gotta work this weekend. I don't know what that's gonna mean for us.
It's just tropical. See, when it's a tropical storm,
How do you say the
nobody
name?
stresses out
How do you
about
say
that.
the name? ISAIAS? Isaias? Isaias?
I don't even know.
How do you say the name, guys?
Neeba.
Say it. Okay, well, somebody else try to. Isaias, right?
Let me see it.
Is that a church or is that a Bible
I don't.
guy?
I don't know.
Isaiah?
Oh, that's dangerous territory, buddy.
Yeah, wasn't the last one?
How do you
a
say it,
weird
Colleen?
name too? I would say it the same as you, Isaiah.
Isaias, right?
Isaiah?
That's right.
I've never seen that.
But come on, man.
I've
Like,
never-
it can't be Isaiah. It's Isaiah. What are you doing?
They have one coming up.
Izasis?
The K name this year is Kyle.
Kyle?
Like, you know, the
Hurricane
poor Kyles
Kyle.
with the Monster Energy drinks and punching drywall memes are all going to be coming back.
Way to go, Kyle.
it's, man, I think I don't even care about the storm. Like, I don't care at all. And I think that's basically
I have zero
the
fucks about
general
the fucking storm.
consensus.
I want to have
like-
fun and drink during. I'd never drink during storms. I'll drink during them.
Well, like, it's hard after last year with the big, huge deal that was made of what storm was it?
I don't know.
And it was like, man, nothing. Like, and I hate to even be like that because that was the one that destroyed, all those islands and stuff. But it's like, it's hard because you get so stressed out.
Yeah.
And it's almost like,
So stressed
what's
out.
the point? Like, just get prepared as you can.
What is
and
everybody
then
going to
live
go
your
run to
life.
the stores and get plywood and shit and fucking get coronavirus?
I think we've had
we're in
enough
the
stress
perfect
this year.
storm of,
Yeah.
Hey, the UFOs are fucking next, bro. And hey, seriously,
That's a thing.
UFOs are that's a thing. There's
Well, the
fucking.
Pentagon's
I know.
releasing information.
I cannot wait.
But it's the perfect time to do it.
Why
Yeah.
not? Like they
It's
probably,
insanity
and they're
right
probably
now.
saying that. They're like, we got to give these motherfuckers something.
Yeah, get it
we
out.
need to give them something.
And then everybody that brings it up, like if you bring it up in front of people, they're like, "Oh yeah, UFOs." Like they don't know it's an actual real story.
Yeah.
Like people aren't paying attention to it.
No, because they don't know. Nobody believes what they see fully. Yet. The spectrum is so split on what's real and what's not. No one fucking knows. So when we actually,
So weird,
there's gonna be
man.
some aliens walking down the fucking street. People go, "You're fucking fake. You're a piece of shit." And they're gonna like cuss at these. We're gonna like try to enslave them or something.
They'll all be working at Dollar Generals next year. So weird, man. This is such a weird year.
It's terrible, dude.
It's just so hard to keep up with.
Sasquatch's fucking out there, bro.
What is demon
Bigfoot.
sperm?
I watched Harry and the Hendersons last week. I believe it.
look at my news feed and I see demon sperm. Like
Okay.
everybody's talking. I don't know what
So-
that is.
So there was a
Is
video
that
released.
the sperm of the murder hornets?
I don't know.
So there was a video released of
don't
this
know, man.
woman doctor, I guess that Trump might have tweeted about talking about that whatever. She was saying basically that there's a cure, blah, blah, blah. But when people did research on her, she has said things like, something along the lines of demon sperm. And she sounds like a total nut job. So it's like,
Jared's been talking about this all week at work.
Ugh.
Isn't demon sperm?
And
That's
Ian will
a
be like,
shot from
I
the
can't
ODP.
find this
isn't it?
article. Like, find the article. Jared's like, I'm not looking for the article. You gotta look for the article. I read the article, and then everybody's talking about this.
like incubus and succubus
This
coming for
is
you.
what I'm gonna say. In November,
don't
when
understand.
whoever wins this fucking election, like whoever wins this shit, it don't matter if it's gonna be the Republican side or the Democrats. It's gonna be fucking chaos.
Yeah.
Like there hasn't been one presidency
so
where
bad.
after it was over where I thought an all out fucking hellfest war could break out. This one, no matter which guy wins, because I think Biden is that bad, and I think Trump is that bad. We're so separated as a country, and we have corona. We are so dull. We are being worn down to where, you know how countries in the Middle East will just fucking bomb what the fuck ever.
I really think the media is conducting mental warfare on us,
bro.
Man.
It's you
crazy,
see
man.
people's their eyes when they're in public. All you see is their eyes, right? Because their masks are covered. They're dead. They're dead.
They're
gray
dead behind
eyes.
the eyes.
They're fucking gray eyes.
It's so hard when I have to ID people because I'm like, okay, they do look dead in the eyes and they look old, but they could be young and just very.
And you don't know
out.
which one's gonna feel like raging. Like if you have a mask on in the whole store and you decide to walk out of the store and take the mask off outside, there's people attacking you on the outside.
Really?
On your way. Like
I
there's
didn't know
two
that.
people here in town that I got. I'm not gonna say names. 2 people that got actually ridiculed for not having a mask on while they were walking to their cars with their cart.
That's BS. Because if you're nowhere near anybody,
Exactly,
and you're outside,
and everybody
come
else
on.
in common sense knows that too. But that's what I'm saying. You never know because it's like going to Walmart, and you know how they have the Walmart where everybody has the weird outfits on at night, and it's like when you go, you never know who you're going to get.
Did you guys hear about
People
that
just
story
freak out.
about the 18 and 19-year-old kids dressing up like old ladies with masks and going into liquor stores and buying alcohol?
No, but that's awesome.
Fucking beautiful.
I was like, wow, that's as mad as I want to be. That's brilliant.
Hey, when we were kids, we came up with all kinds of slick shit and hurt.
Mm-hmm.
Man,
I'm proud of you.
Russ used to go to Chiefs and wear a shirt that said, "I'm 16, clear the road," and buy alcohol.
How about just
we didn't have to try real hard.
How
bro.
about just
they
walking
didn't give
into
a
the
shit.
Ox Yoke Tavern and just say, "Give me fucking a bottle of fucking Jack," and they'll hand it to you, and you walk the fuck out.
Yeah, we didn't have to try too hard. we once
It
we
was
found
a different
spot.
time.
Do you know the most famous thing that the Ox Yoke Tavern did that I know of? Is they used to call us at T-Bone Designs and get shirts that says,
Where the hell is Mims, Florida?
Yeah.
And it was the most basic square block lettering.
And
There's
everybody
nothing to
bought
it.
one.
People would ask for them everywhere. Like they're awesome.
It was the thing.
Ox Yoke.
Speaking of Titusville, Florida, should we talk about the restaurant post that you made?
Oh yeah, man. Let's get into that a little bit. And it's not even really Titusville, man. It's like
a lot of places in Brevard County.
Yeah,
There's a lot of restaurants that just aren't here anymore that we loved. And there's actually a Facebook group out there of old historic Brevard. I think most of us are probably in there.
Oh,
and they talk about really in the 50s and 60s, like the diners. One person though, they brought something up in Cocoa Beach, Herbie K's. I used to go to that motherfucker all the time.
Hey, what's your 2? Give me 2.
Azteca, I would say would be 1, and Corky Bells in Port St. John
Ooh,
would
that's
be
a
another.
good one. And can I have a Port St. John? Can I have a Gross?
Yep.
Colleen?
Central Park and Po Folks.
Popos.
Forgot about Po
Yeah,
Folks.
I remember them.
No joke. Central Park, though, come on, man. That was the best.
Treehouse. The Treehouse breakfast and Koibler's cobbler.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
Kloiber's. Now Kloiber's is one too, man. I love Kloiber's.
That
Yeah,
black
man.
bean and rice soup was on another level.
Shout out Honeysuckle though. Thanks for picking up that slack.
Hey, Dave's Hot Dogs is on there.
Yes.
Dave's is way
Callie
up there.
Story said that.
Oh yeah. Dave's, come on.
Kristen Moody, Andrew Villain, Jungle Gyms, man. A lot of people are on Jungle Gyms in Merritt Island.
Yeah.
Archie Williams said MJ's. Absolutely not Archie.
Yes,
They
Archie.
had burritos for a little while. I remember when they're like, "Hey,
That was
can you make us a new
Pete's.
shirt
That was
design?
Pete
We're
Quigley.
gonna do
Tijuana
some
Pete's.
burritos
Yeah,
and
that
stuff."
was Pete Quigley, right?
They were
Quigley.
good too.
They were.
Frank Robb. Shout out to Frank Robb, Captain D's. Man,
we'll see Frank next week.
Oh yeah, that's awesome.
Mike McNaught and JD Penguins and Merritt. Dude, you're old, bro.
I don't know that.
Yeah, because you're fucking under 75 years old. Fucking Mac, JD Penguins, man.
Love you, Mac.
You got Steamers. God, I remember Steamers.
Which one was that?
Steamers was the one in the Titusville Marina Park there. Oh, Quincy's, the yeast rolls.
Quincy's big fat yeast rolls.
Yeah.
Brent loved that place.
Chris Makowitz. Who put that? Katrina Strosser put Porky's. There's another MJ's, Phil McNally.
Thank you, Phil. I used to work there, so that makes me feel good.
Yeah. Splash.
Splash.
Michael Hallberg, Splash. Good Lord. Oh. I have
Hey,
box there.
Azteca, everybody's eating there, right?
Yes.
Azteca was where was that one at?
It was right over by where the car wash was. It's over there where the New Cumberland Farms is. On Garden Street. On the corner there where the 7-Eleven is across the street.
Oh,
In that little area over
yes,
there. It was like in between by Maxie's and all that.
Yes,
Maxie's Cinema
Maxie's
and Pub.
Cinema Pub.
Yeah.
Didn't Jessica Algier put that on there?
Yes.
A couple people did, I think.
And then you got Sean Johnson and Travis Melvin with Pumpernickels, bro. They're chicken.
Pumpernickel's fantastic.
They're chicken hunter. Oh my God.
Man, they're German pasta salad, potato salad.
Yeah.
It's the best.
Tim Dunn, Central Park Hamburger. Shout out to Tim.
But the Aztec, okay. The first time, me and Andre, we go sit there to eat, right? Having dinner. And when you walk in, that place was like, it was an event. They had upstairs. I guess people lived up there, right? Like some of the employees and stuff like that lived up there. Those were, I think people lived up there. And I don't know, man. I always got the weirdest feeling like that place is just shady as fuck in some way. I don't know how. The food was excellent.
God, I forgot all about that place.
Their margaritas were orange. Like you get a thing of margaritas and their color was orange.
Okay.
And they were so fucking good. Like people would go buy it by the gallon. Like they had a to-go gallon deal or whatever.
I think when I used to go there, I was way too young to even be able to order alcohol.
But it was cheap and good food, like really good
Some
food.
of these I haven't heard of, like the Hog Pen. Rags Jervis put that. I don't remember the Hog Pen.
I don't remember that one.
Huh. A special shout out to the 100+ restaurants who have opened and swiftly closed on the corner of I-95 and Garden Street in front of the hotel.
100%.
That's
dude, all of
you,
them.
Scott. Yeah,
dude,
man.
I root for every one of you guys to succeed. To keep trying. And it's been a while now. I think after the Mexican place and then they tried the Executive Inn or something.
Yeah.
They're like, okay, fuck this place.
I wonder what it is because it's right off of 95 and there's really, on that exit, there's
if that was a
close.
Waffle House, a Huddle,
right.
anything that has to do with like a good breakfast place getting off of 95, people would go there.
And I think a lot of people maybe associate it with the hotel that is not the best looking place.
Well, and they've painted it and they've done it's for a motel kind of setup.
Yeah.
It's good. My back in the day, that place was like kind of a rocking place, wasn't it?
Yes.
Back in the day, because my aunt, I learned how to swim in their pool back there. My aunt Sherry used to work there, and when she was a kid, and all her brother, like my uncles, they'd all get to swim in the pool in the back for free.
None of you can catch COVID now because you swim in that pool.
And all they used to do is, I think they used to do this to my cousin Mike and Michelle as well, and Nello, is they would throw us in the middle of the pool. My Uncle Ron, you asshole. He'd throw me in the middle of the pool, and then I would be like suffering and crying, getting to the edge. And then they'd grab me and they'd throw me right back in the middle of the pool again. And they'd do it until I just fucking would not get in the pool at all.
So weird.
They go, okay, leave you alone.
I had an uncle that did that too. My Uncle Ron.
If we did that to our kids now, we'd be like terrorists. Yeah, we'd get big trouble.
Go to jail.
What about Paul's Smokehouse where Shiloh's was?
If it was,
I never really went.
If it was good in the first place, then I would have I might have had one good meal out of 10 there.
I only ate there twice, and I got the prime rib. It was good.
The prime rib is what we always got.
Yeah.
It was just like maybe it wasn't me that got 10 bad meals. I think mine were fine, but I always remember all my whole family bitching.
Nobody meant Ryan's Steakhouse.
Oh, Ryan's.
They had the yeast rolls
Yes.
and all you can eat steak. Oh.
Dude, and now it's the Chinese place.
And their mac and cheese was the bomb.
They're on the worst restaurants in Bavard list in Florida today, like every time.
Yeah, I will not go there.
Hey, what was the steak place that
Roadhouse?
Was it Texas Roadhouse
It was
or whatever?
I think it was just
Roadhouse.
Just Roadhouse. You can throw the peanuts on the floor.
It was there for a little bit.
Oh man, me and
food.
Jessica Algier and Lauren Zimmerman used to eat there like no joke. At
They had
least
sweet
once
potatoes with the cinnamon.
Yes.
Cinnamon butter and everything.
Because I was like, prime rib Wednesday, I'm on it.
Oh yeah.
God, I haven't had prime rib in a while.
Hey, Ryan's though.
Ryan's
was
awesome.
the shit everywhere. It was like the shit, like the place to go.
Yeah, it's
When I
good
was a
food
kid,
for a buffet, man.
Like I remember when I got my first time when I was able to take a plate and go pick my own food out for dinner.
See, that's
You're like, ooh, I get
most
to pick everything out, and it would be fucking garbage.
most boys are like they remember their first kiss with a girl in Scott's. I remember the first time I got a yeast roll and 3 pounds of mac and cheese.
Charley,
And then the fucking ice cream.
Oh, dude, that was a game changer.
Yeah.
The ice cream?
Yeah.
Do you
Dude, fucking mix.
You remember when Checkers was in front of THS?
Yep.
And then the day that they literally put it on a trailer tractor bed and
just
drove it away.
in a day.
None of us knew. I remember sitting out in front of Tyson. I'm like, no, the French fries.
Do you know the North version of Checkers, what they call it?
Oh, is it? Oh, wait, yeah, Rallies or something?
Rallies, yeah.
Up in Louisville, we had Rallies. So when I moved down here,
Do they have the
school,
fried apples?
And I saw Checkers, I'm like, that's bull. Like I hated Checkers. I'm like, that's bullshit. They place Rallies.
You notice all the commercials now say Checker/Rallies.
Yeah.
So it's
So
like,
they had to, yeah.
Is there still a Checkers in Merritt Island?
Yes, there
I think
is.
there is, yeah.
For sure.
They're good, man.
Let's go to Checkers one day.
Those probably are some of the best fries.
They are. Well, that's why Central Park was so good, because their fries were like that, but not near as greasy and made your stomach upset.
I don't like French fries that much.
What about coffee shop? Has anybody brought coffee shop up?
No, Scott Hoffman.
I used to go there a lot for breakfast and stuff back in the day.
Shout
Me and
out
my
to
family,
Scott.
My grandpa used to go there a lot.
Yeah, coffee shop. How long
Everybody went there, man, because people would come into hardware
$3
and be like, oh, I know Scott. He owned the coffee shop.
Nicest
He owned
guy.
the coffee shop.
I've known him forever. Like he's really good friends with my uncle.
He is very
Yeah.
good friends with your uncle. Yeah. He
And-
knew you
and he-
immediately.
And he was starting to get his restaurant going before all this
yeah,
started,
Hoffman's
right?
Table. He's not going to open it until all this is over, and
That
I
makes
don't blame him.
perfect sense.
Yeah, wouldn't
Yeah.
open nothing
No,
right now,
why
man.
would you? Yeah.
Nothing
Main
at
Street
all.
Philly's opening up a second location in Port
Port
St.
St. John. I'm so excited.
A lot of things are changing too in the supply chain of foods and how you get your foods and source your foods because things are getting harder to get imported.
Yeah.
Like in our business that I'm in, like that's what we see here and that's what we're talking about right now. And like the rest of this year, you got August, September, October, November could be really bad.
What are we shorting on, man? Let's talk.
As far as what we're shorting on, it's a supply of good drivers. The rates are skyrocketing because less and less drivers are wanting to work
Really?
right now. They're finally starting, in my opinion, getting the money they deserve.
Mm-hmm.
Because truckers used to make over 100. They used to make really good money back in the day. You're away from your family for long periods of time. Like that entails
Pay
a
'em.
definition of a high paying job. If you're gonna risk a lot of your life and sacrifice your life for your business or for your work or whatever you do, you should be paid well for it.
Yeah.
You shouldn't have to like worry about your bills while you're driving and away from your family because you can stay
Sure.
here and do those things.
I agree.
So those incentives aren't there for them, and it's tough. And there's a lot of regulations that cause that, but then there's a lot of self discipline for drivers that causes it too. But it's all supply and demand. When it comes down, when you break it down, and the supply of drivers, they're staying home. They can get stimulus money. Their unemployment's paying them probably better than they are on the road. And then on the another end, it's produce is kicking right now. So in California, produce is very high volume. There's a lot of it, and getting that freight over to the East Coast, like that's what I do at work every day right now, is trying to figure out how we can get trucks for a profit to go across country.
Do you see
it's a bad situation, but it's good for the drivers right now.
Do you see like a specific good having a problem by the end of the year?
It depends right now. It depends on like when Tyson and all them got the coronavirus issues.
Yeah.
Then when you went to Publix, what did you see? You didn't see
No
any
chicken
Tyson
nuggets.
chicken nuggets, right?
Yeah.
But then all of a sudden you'll see like 10 bags that like they would trickle in because they'd have to supply them. Like they do have backup warehouses where they have product in
Right.
reserve, and stuff like that to help.
Explain to me. I went to Publix. I cannot find like rice, like all of the the quick rice, whatever.
Yeah.
Like honestly, a lot of the just rice in general. The only rice that I could find was like those Uncle Ben's, the bags for 90 seconds,
Yep.
or but the bags of rice or the big boxes, the whole shelf completely wiped out.
A lot of it ties into every place in their supply chain they have X amount. Well, when those businesses chose to shut down and stop manufacturing, or if that town had a coronavirus case at a facility, then it was just a blanket shutdown. And so you have a lot of warehouses that shut down, and stuff as well that store this stuff.
And now we're seeing that.
And there's a ripple, and it's a ripple because there's like fear, and then everybody stops, and then everybody goes back to work, and then you see like a little bit of stuff come through, and then it's just like you saw the toilet paper. You know what I mean? That was one.
That was just people that are stupid.
Well, these
stupid.
hurricanes aren't going to help matters.
Oh yeah, it's going to compound
God.
down
I
too.
don't care, man. I got a generator and gas. I'm good.
My neighbor's got a generator. He says, "Oh, we go out of power pretty quick around here."
Oh yeah.
Oh, really?
Like shit. That's fine.
Man. So you know what's this is totally off topic, but what do you guys think about the fact that bars and stuff are still closed and so are breweries?
Yeah.
Do you consider the bars and breweries to be like in the same realm of
I mean, that is an interesting discussion, and I guess it all depends on how much food, you know?
So this
I
is
don't
the
think
thing.
that has. I think if
I don't know.
I think
I
if,
don't know the answer.
If all these other places are allowed to be open, I think they should be open.
Oh, yeah. If you're a small
100%.
business, I don't think it should be like what type of business. It's like, are you a small business? You know?
This is what's annoying me is that they're grouping them into the same thing.
Yeah.
And to me, working at a brewery, I see the difference between a brewery and a bar. A brewery, you're literally making a product that you are selling. It may not be food, but people are buying that. Whereas a bar buys products already made and resells it. And it's very frustrating because most breweries, they're only staying open till 7 or 8. They're not staying open till 2. And their craft brewery, they're in trouble.
Oh, I saw that video.
They're very much in
I saw
trouble.
that Central Florida brewer video.
And
it's
we are fortunate.
Is it
to
more
sell
in the
food.
state of Florida or is it a nationwide thing? I
It's
wonder.
got to be
it's got to be nationwide.
It depends though, because some of the other other states are allowing breweries to be open, whereas with us, the governor's like, no, they're grouped into being a bar. And it's like it's very.
So it's just the status that's causing it. The reason I'm even asking is it's just to understand better. But in Florida we have the most cases, right? And we're worse than a lot of countries because our rules have been so lax. They've been mostly guidelines they haven't been enforceable. These are the things you hear. I don't know that what I'm saying is factual. I'm just that within that, then you're saying that they are being very strict on one, like just in that area.
They're just singling out.
So just bars are being
Yeah.
treated worse than everybody else.
But
maybe?
I can see that because when you look at the bars like in Orlando by the colleges, they're open until 2 a.m. By that time, people are doing shots. They're shit-faced.
Yeah.
They don't care about social distancing. Breweries,
Exactly.
people don't go into breweries with that mindset of like, I'm going to get effed up tonight or whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
They go in and literally have a few beers.
It's like
and
going
then
in for
move on.
it's like a coffee shop more like you're trying to liken it, and
Exactly.
I agree, to a coffee shop than more of like a bar.
And not just that, these are breweries that people are putting their hard work into making a product.
But these
to give
bars
you.
have taps with keg beer, just like breweries
Yes.
have. So
Yes.
they are alike in certain ways, and credit. But the policies of how the businesses are open and closed are different, and the type of people are different.
Yeah.
But I think if they're going to do one, they should do the other. Both of them should.
Yeah.
They both need to be open right now. Okay, we're wide open as far as the state goes. If a theme park can open up, a brewery can open up. It makes zero sense to me.
Yeah.
It doesn't.
All across the board.
A responsible owner, a brewer, they need to open.
And that's the thing.
even police are telling people in Florida right now that enforceable wise, like, please follow the guidelines of the business's masking policy.
Yes,
They're not checking.
They are not saying we're arrest. Follow the guidelines of those businesses. So they're trying to entrust us, not to have to regulate us, to do the right thing.
Yeah.
In essence. And are we doing that? No, we're fighting everything we can fight, and not social distancing.
Well, the
that's
code
where the
enforcement
battle comes.
has been out in town, and they go and check. And thankfully, like, we have a license to sell food at both of our locations. I mean, Briggs is a restaurant, but we also
they deserve every chance you can get to stay open.
Yeah, they said it was okay for breweries and bars that have a license, a legal license to sell food, where a health inspector comes. Because like at Hardware, we already had our inspection.
Yep.
They came, they saw everything we're doing. We're good to go.
Yep.
But it's our friends.
Yeah.
It's our brewery friends that.
And this is where
they
you guys got
can't
to stick
survive.
together, because that's
Exactly.
how you guys can create and make policies too for your industry. Any industry that's a new up and coming type of business that's trying to be unique needs to have their own little lawmakers. and people, pushing their policies.
Apparently, they're supposed to be having a meeting, like the people, the people that would have the most information with this. And I mean, even if the bars were like forced to close down at like 10.
Yeah, what's it called? What do you call when you have like your round table of your
guild, like the Brewers Guild?
Yeah, it's like the Brewers Guild.
It's just funny. I
like
see that meme all the time where
Lord
it's like
the Brews.
You see a beer and it's like COVID, and then you see a beer next to French fries. It's like no COVID, and it's like, come on, man. I'm just worried because craft beer's been doing so well, and like working at a brewery, you see the effort and the heart that goes into this, and I think
and
a lot of breweries are going to be closing.
Yeah.
And that's not good.
And let's just to keep it real, it's not just bars and breweries. It's everywhere. It's all businesses. I mean, even big companies like McDonald's, as good as they're doing through the drive-thrus, their revenues are way down. Everybody. And it's not. We haven't seen, like, we're too new into this. We haven't seen the real effects, like the negativity and the stress that we are purveying and talking about this.
There's hordes of people.
Is nothing compared to what it's going to be.
Hordes of people leaving states right now.
Yeah,
leaving cities because of this choices.
They're going into move into the country's land.
The choices that are being made.
Bought.
Yeah.
People are trying to live a more.
Look at Rogan. Yeah. Rogan's gone, man. He's like, I'm leaving California. I'm going to Texas. Bye. Yeah. Like, it's done.
Are you serious? Yeah, because I had a friend I went to high school with. She's been a stylist out in LA for so long, and she did the same exact thing.
Yeah, gone.
Yep,
gone.
Like,
you got to, man. You get so many people tight and compact like that, and now with the scare of what a virus can do, and people start to realize and understand, I need to protect my family and be smart. And then you got riots and people that are fucking freaking out over all kinds of shit, like good or bad. I don't care. Shit's fucking wild. Now we got aliens that are coming down. Okay,
but the riots and the protesting, there's no dialogue. All they're doing is rioting. Like, when do you stop and have dialogue?
No, we're sitting here planning on how we're going to live in Mars. Coming forward is what we're doing because we're ruining this shit. So we got our boy Chris over here trying to help us out.
We got people stealing.
I just
recipes.
hope we have. Like what's that movie where like it's only like X amount of people can get on the boats to live? The Edge of Tomorrow or something.
Titanic.
No, it's one of kind of, but where the whole world is turned into ice or something.
No, Day After Tomorrow.
Is it Day After Tomorrow?
Or 2012.
So,
I think it's 2012 with John Cusack.
I love John Cusack.
Absolutely.
And they had to get to those submarines that are under the water in Asia.
Crush on him.
Remember the big old submarines underwater in Asia, and where they could survive.
He flies the billionaire Russian out. It's so cheesy.
Like, we got Chris, and Chris, man, just get us to a chopper that we can fly and make shit happen. That's all we ask.
Oh, we need to get a helicopter pilot on the show then.
My uncle's one.
You know, this is one thing. Dana White was being interviewed, the guy who runs the UFC.
Yep.
You know, he did that bubble.
He bought an island.
He bought an island in Abu Dhabi and put 1,000 people on quarantine.
Yep.
Okay. He said today that there is no way the NFL will. He said if any sport that does not do a bubble, it will not work.
Yep. And it's already kind of showing in baseball.
Yeah.
The Marlins already have it. I'm in fantasy baseball, so I got to know all this shit now.
Yeah.
Well, you got the Patriots that are so worried about the virus that their players are just not going to play next year.
Hey, they announced Nate Solder from the Giants today. Marquise Goodwin.
Well,
you had some offensive linemen for the Chiefs.
2 or 3 Giants
that protect Patrick Mahomes of all things.
Yeah, you got it's. But see, this is the thing.
You can't avoid it in football, though. You're coming into contact.
Okay, I can't avoid it where I work. Law enforcement can't avoid it. Healthcare workers. You can't.
McDonald's workers can't.
Yeah, Winn-Dixie workers can't. So that's why these dudes that make these millions and millions, like, the world needs sports right now. Like, we need it. We need something.
A gladiator arena.
And if you're going to take the season off,
I think we need to get a little more gory, man.
I don't know, man.
No rules UFC back in the day.
It's very frustrating, man, because the world really needs sports.
There's a lot of anger out there, man.
It's just
that thing with the Marlins, so that's crazy.
It's crazy.
But it's like they said, it takes one person.
If someone can create some kind of very entertaining TV sport that is very new. It could take over.
The floor is lava, bro.
The challenge
The floor
on
is
MTV.
lava.
The floor is lava on Netflix.
My son's like, that's the best show in the world.
It's so awesome. You don't know where they go when they fall. And they won't tell us.
So
I Googled it.
You know, this year with Big Brother, I don't know if you guys watched
Can't do
it
that
at
on
all.
television.
No.
So they're doing an all-star season because they couldn't do casting calls, and they are literally quarantining people before they go into it, and it'll be August 5th. But once they're in the house, they're just in the house with cameras that are controlled by people somewhere else. So stuff like
Big
that.
Daddy. Real World.
Oh, yeah. Wow.
I don't watch Big Brother. Should I watch it?
It is so awesome. Me
It's
and
been going on
BJ
for like
talk
20
about
years
it.
now, right? I've never
So
seen
there's no
one
point in
season.
me
I have
watching
no
it now.
idea.
Why?
All I
It's
know
been
is
going on
there's-
for 100 years. I don't know any of
it's
the people.
Big Brother,
No,
Big
you don't
Brother
need to
Dark,
know-
After Night, Big
Listen,
Brother. It's like, what the fuck is
You don't
it?
need to know any of the people. It's a competition show.
Is it
And
like what's the Bachelor?
They got to live
it
together
is-
and vote each other
okay,
off?
Listen,
What's the Bachelor?
all these people move into a house. Every week they have one competition. Whoever wins becomes head of
What do you win?
household.
Do they get a rose?
They win head of household, so they are now in charge. They get this super nice room in the house. They
They
nominate.
get the nicest room?
They nominate 2 people to get eliminated. Okay, those 2 people plus 4 or 5 other people in the house compete to win veto. If they win, they get to take themselves off the block. Somebody else has to go on. After that's over, the whole house has to vote somebody out every week.
That sounds aggressive.
So when
It's so mean and
so
socially. Just,
what's really cool is
Ugh.
whoever wins head of household,
and you love it, don't you?
they can't play the
Listen to
next
you.
week to win again. So it's not like,
She could totally
same
do the
person.
the rules.
No,
like she
like-
has it, and you can just audio the rules.
It's
and
a
send
really
it to 'em,
cool
charge
show.
them.
Seems like
because,
some
like,
Mean Girl shit.
It really is
Fucking
like
Lohan over
people. It's like Survivor, but like without having to eat bugs and
Seems
crap.
toxic.
Whatever. BJ, I mean Thick Hicks. Yeah.
Thick, what a great name.
Yeah, that's
right?
his new name.
When I saw
Thick
him
Hicks.
change his name to Thick Hicks, I was like, God, he's so
He
smart.
knows.
Yeah.
We've watched this for a very long time together. We know all the players, but it's if you miss sports and you need a competition show to fill that void, some
The
kind
floor
of like,
is lava.
No.
the
Bring back
floor is
American Gladiators. Tank. Tank.
and,
Motherfucker.
and when the
I want to see
floor-
someone shoot balls at somebody and dodge them.
Hey,
That's what I want.
the Umbrella Academy's coming
Nickelodeon
second season
Guts.
this weekend, so
Bring
I'll
back
watch
the
that.
aggro crag.
Oh my god.
Fucking Double Dare. Double Dare.
Double Dare.
Bring back where you pick a nose and get a fucking red flag out of it.
Fear Factor, bro.
Fear Factor, yeah.
Fear Factor was
I used to like Fear Factor.
amazing. Yeah, me too.
I thought that the supermarket sweep on Netflix would be like better than it was, but then I'm watching it and I can't get over their hair and outfits. I was like, man, they just should do a new version.
The supermarket sweep, all you had to do is go back there and grab a fucking 6 racks of ribs,
No
6 wraps.
shit. Like, or go to the medicine aisle.
all you
like,
had to
what
go
are
is
you
buy all the
doing?
go
don't-
research and find the expensive shit.
It has
It's not
nothing
hard.
on Guys Grocery Games, man. Guys Grocery Games is awesome.
But it was kind of hard when you had to go look and you had to find the clue
The one product
to the
that
other
had the
product.
Little,
yeah.
I've been terrible at that.
Listen to us. Jeez.
So what's going on? What are you guys doing this weekend? I said
Party.
I'm SeaWorld.
Party.
Party. Colleen.
Nothing.
Nothing.
Nope.
I'm
I got to
jealous.
work Thursday and Friday and then Sunday, but with the hurricane thing, it won't be nothing. Probably be dead. You guys can come and try Jimmy Exotic, good old Jim Barchese.
Yeah.
He's got his gluten-free beer, and now we have
Nice.
a peanut butter honey beer that just got released.
Peanut butter honey.
Yeah.
Say what?
Mm-hmm.
Say what?
Say what?
I'll be pushing that. Plus, I'll be like begging everybody to come in on Thursday when it's my birthday to buy just like one crowler since I can't have a party.
When's your birthday?
Next Thursday, August 6th.
August 6th.
Thursday?
We can't do anything.
I think Jessica Algera's birthday is coming up too soon.
it's the second.
It's the 2nd. Same day as Tom Brady's.
Wait, I hope it's the second, not the third.
Let's-
Second or the third.
I know she has the same birthday as Tom Brady. I always remembered that.
But
What are you doing for your birthday?
nothing. Friday, I think Brent's gonna have we're gonna have like a taco bar at my house with my family.
Nice.
I don't know.
It's August
I mean,
3rd.
what can you do? Can't
You
really,
really
do anything.
can't do anything. There's nothing. to
No,
do.
we had immediate family over for
And
Riley's.
plus, we're too old for our birthdays to be celebrated.
right?
I'm
No,
gonna be-
not a girl,
I'm gonna be
not
40
a woman.
this year, though.
This is-
Like,
Oh yeah,
big
that's
4-0.
a big one for you.
I was supposed to go to see Green Day, Weezer, and Fall Out Boy.
I went to.
Sounds terrible.
What's the old jalopy or the
Just follow
what's the
Orleans.
Orleans by the river.
That's where I went for my 40th, and then I went home. It was terrible.
I went to an arcade in Orlando.
I don't know. I took off Friday and Saturday.
That was fun, actually.
That was fun.
Brent's probably going to, I don't know, hopefully make me some steak with some Alfredo blue cheese on it.
Nice.
Was that did he know this in advance, or
is he going to listen to this and
direction?
I've mentioned it quite a few times.
Okay.
I told him he didn't have to make that when all my family came over because he's like, wait a minute, so do I have to buy 8 ribeyes? Because I got my mom, my dad,
You see
my
what's
brother.
going on, right, Charlie?
Yeah.
I'm going to be 40 and nobody's going to do anything.
Yeah.
No.
Nobody loves me
So
anymore.
wait, Saturday we're doing a podcast here though.
Please
so
don't buy me a bunch of gifts.
Come get one growler for
Listen,
me.
just
one.
come in, get a crowler and
growler.
tip me $20.
Oh, God.
That's all I'm asking.
Jesus Christ.
But put it in a card
You're bossy.
that says "Happy Birthday, Colleen."
It's like you just told everybody what to do. You told everybody at the bar, come do this and give me $20.
Scott,
Make me this for my birthday.
You know that
I love
I'm
it.
bossy. Why is
I
this
know.
new?
It's not.
I joke about that all the time.
Right.
You do.
And you get
I've
mad
never
at me
picked
for
it
it.
up. That's okay when I do it.
Picked it up.
You know what? Maybe I'll just call Lauren. Megan just moved back into Florida.
Where'd she move to?
She's back in Jacksonville where she used to
Right,
live.
yeah? Awesome, man.
From
That's cool.
Colorado. So
That's
great.
cool.
But she has
Definitely have to have her
she
on
was
show
going to
sometime.
quarantine herself, so I don't know if she's ready to come down yet. But
Okay.
I'm like, you're quarantining yourself to come to Florida?
Yeah, it's like...
might be the other way around.
Yeah,
Right.
I don't know if I'd worry about that. And what's up? We going to wrap this up?
I think we need to wrap it up.
Yep.
The last thing, did we talk about schools?
No, you
Coming
want to
back
talk
in?
about it on Saturday? Or?
They delayed it to the 24th of August.
The principal of Madison called me a couple days ago and just said, hey, we just want your final, what are y'all deciding? You before the show started, you asked me, Colleen,
Yeah, what are you doing?
what I thought about it. Both my kids are like, I want to go to school. I want to go to school. I want to go to school. My son, I think would do well staying home.
Yeah.
And I'd be okay with it if I could be here. But at the start of the school year, my choice was, because I'm going to just go with my kids on this. They want to go to school. If it's not safe, and the breakout happens, they've assured us they're just going to go to full-time learning pretty quickly. They're not going to play games with us and everything. They want to go, so I'm not going to force my kid. I'm going to let them at least get that first experience personally and let them kind of choose.
Do you guys see this picture I'm sending you right now of what my mom has made? Because my mom is a teacher at
Jesus
Space Coast.
Oh, that's
Christ,
awesome.
That's awesome.
So she teaches drafting.
She looks like an astronaut.
Yeah. Hey, it's
you
dangerous.
can't teach drafting over.
Yeah.
You
Like race car
can't.
drafting?
No,
Like drafting in NASCAR?
But it's like the auto shop
She's real
teachers,
fast.
the art teachers, all of
Fastest
these
drafter
teachers
in
that teach
school.
vocational and things like that. The kids don't have the computers
Yeah.
that
No, it's
have
hands-on.
the power to do that. And
Yep.
It's hands
so
on.
she has to
It's-
go. So she's made that mask because she wants kids to be able to see her face. She wants to be able to breathe. But so she has that clear thing, and then she found a way to sew all around it,
So-
like
Wow,
a
that's awesome.
beekeeper,
Yeah.
to where
Or she could have just went on Amazon and bought a beekeeper hat.
Yeah,
And
maybe.
then,
Yeah, but that's more crafty.
But yeah.
Or you ever seen one of those big old metal things you wear when you go scuba diving
Yeah.
with the little
Oh my
open hole?
gosh.
But this,
The Life Aquatic.
apparently it's like a welder's mask, so she can breathe better.
Cool.
Than she's calling
It's
me right now.
calling.
it's a weird situation because it's dangerous. For me to say I'm letting my kids choose. It's that, man, they've been stuck here for how long?
Yeah.
Okay, but see this,
And
Your kids
it's a tough
Charley
one.
don't have a choice, correct?
I don't have a choice.
we have 3 choices.
I have 0 choices. My kids have to go to school.
Yep.
Child care for what
Yeah.
for everything. There's nothing I can do. Now
Yeah.
my kids want to go to school.
Yeah.
For
For us, it's kind of like that too. It's similar.
This is
Yeah.
the thing. Whether your kids remote learn from home, whether they go to school or whether they do part time, you're making the right decision for your family.
Yep.
Just make the right decision for your kids and what's
Yep.
best for them,
Yep.
and don't judge people.
Don't care what
Exactly.
Everybody's situation
I don't
is
care
different.
what anybody else. Exactly.
And I'm happy you're doing whatever you're doing, and we just need to be on the right side of
Yep.
that, because I know this is going to turn into a mask.
it's going to turn into a stupid
because people are so
it's going to get real
sometimes.
bad.
Yeah, so
it's going to get real bad.
Whatever you do with your children, it's awesome, and do what you do, and don't care what anybody thinks.
Thank God they have more than one option.
Yeah.
You know?
Absolutely.
And
because the people that are remote learning are going to help the people that don't have a choice.
Yep.
Because you're going to be able to social distance easier, so it's going to be awesome.
Hey, just as a basic
continue that narrative
of living life and having a long life and knowing that everything's going to be okay
is
that nothing that these kids are doing in school this year from grade 1 to 12 is so important that they need to risk. You know what I'm saying? They're going to be okay in life. They're still going to have all the opportunities to have a long, successful life of learning and being an adult and saving money and everything if this whole year got wiped and they couldn't go to this next school year. If that came to be, that's what the panic ultimately is. The reason you're going to panic, oh my God, work, number one, and my kid and their education. Like, people are going to throw this as a political tool more than anything.
Yes, they are.
Is this fucking, these kids aren't getting the education they need. Guys, you're putting a whole lot of value of stress on these kids every year. This might be a break. If they actually just said, you know what, we're not learning this year. Let's figure something out, and we're just going to have fun this year. And it's not going to change those kids' lives in such a profound way that you're marketing it to be. You know what I mean? Like, these kids are going to be just fine. They're going to be able to pick up, and everything's going to be okay. We can find a solution on that end. So people don't fucking stress out about what everybody else is doing. Just like Charlie said, do what's best for you and your family, and everything's going to be okay.
And don't judge people's situations. You don't ever know what other people are going through.
You don't know anything.
And it's like, take personal responsibility for yourself and your family. Like, if something was like that to happen, like, I would do whatever I could in my power to help. My kids would still learn.
It takes a village anyway.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
sometimes we need to rely on our village, and we will find creative solutions because we all are going to have to.
Sure.
There's going to be businesses that are sprout up because of this. There's going to be ideas that are sprout up from this that might stick and might end up being a future way of learning.
Yeah.
Like, the education system in the United States is already kind of broken, and nobody will argue that.
Look at the hand sanitizer salesman. He's a millionaire now.
He's a millionaire now.
Be an opportunist. Be opportunistic, man. Do stuff.
Yeah, man. The teachers, though, they are shit on. They get low pay wages. They are pushed these curriculums that are based on bullshit, and kids aren't learning anything anyway, man. They're just going they want to go back to school for the social aspect. They're not actually going, I can't wait to go back and learn. Maybe 10% of them are.
I don't know, man.
The rest of them are going, I want to go back and see my friends and I want to be happy.
Yeah,
and the
right.
learning is a part of it, okay? But if they had a choice to go hang out with their friends at the park or go to school and just learn, they're going to go to the park 10 times.
I think it depends on the age, because, like, I know with my mom, those kids that are in her class, they want to learn this drafting program because they want that to be their job, and she has one of the best programs in the entire
and when
state.
you're going for something like that, when you're going to learn for a goal, hey, that's a totally different ballgame than going to public education.
Can we change the subject?
Are we leaving?
Yeah.
To
go.
I want to do a meetup, and I don't care about the coronavirus anymore. I really want to do the roller skating rink, man, within the next month or so.
It'd be cool.
Like, get everybody together that wants to come and go break our ankles.
How are they doing?
I don't care.
Do we know?
They
don't care.
From
I want
what
to go.
I've seen, they've reached a capacity almost all the weekend nights and
That's
stuff.
great. That's
so
fantastic.
Chris wanted to get the princess room, correct?
Yeah, I want to play 80s music and 90s music, roller skating rink music.
We can rent the place, right?
I will be getting a hold of you.
DJ Magic Mike.
Just find out what the details are, because then we'll network and get a group together.
Let's do it, man.
And just get a group of kids and everything and go do it. Or us, or just adults, no kids.
Whatever.
Maybe adults and no kids.
I just want to race somebody.
I'm down.
You better. So Chad Cook's got to be there.
A race.
I'm not racing Chad. I'll race.
I don't want to race. Chad.
I want to see everyone race. Chad.
I'm gonna have Chad be the lead guy, and I'm gonna have a rope tied behind him and just let him drag me.
I don't know about that.
Give me like one of those little chairs, like the little horsies with the wheels, and just ride like a little thing behind him.
I think we're good, right?
Yeah.
Thank you, guys. Thank you for listening. Please share the podcast. Share it with your friends. We love you all.
321-567-5159.
Go get a beer from the Playland Brewery and see Colleen.
Fucking voicemail.
Give her a $20 bill for her birthday.
Well, that'll be next Thursday.
Next Thursday.
$20, and I want a steak with blue cheese dressing.
No,
and I want
I don't
salad,
want. I don't want anybody bringing me
fresh
that.
salad.
She wants 2 dozen.
Just my husband to make it for me because he's the best.
She wants 2 dozen shrimp and some scrambled eggs.
You are disgusting. That damn Boston cream. I had no idea. people
apple
like that
fritters.
shit.
Get the fuck out of here with
creams
all
are everything.
bullshit. Fucking apple
Gross.
fritters.
Fill it with frosting. Be done with
Apple
it.
fritters.
Boston cream for life.
Chocolate glaze. Bye.
This is the
Apple
end of
fritters.
this episode. Bye, everybody. Remember this one important thing. I like cheeseburgers.
You win.
Apple fritters.
Leave me alone. You win.
Apple fritters.
Daisy's in a tube top, screaming from the top of her lungs. This all ends tonight. Daddy's on the floor, he's screaming for more. Saying you're gonna be alright. Daisy's in a tube top, screaming from the top of her lungs. This all ends tonight. Daddy's on the floor, he's screaming for more. Saying you're gonna be alright.
Dude, that shit's killer. Oh, dude, that was awesome.